Hello everyone, welcome to this week's English video. Today I'm going to teach you all about Victory in Europe Day. You also might have heard it be called VE Day. Victory in Europe Day, also known as VE Day, took place on May the 8th, 1945. It was a public holiday and a day of celebration to mark the defeat of Germany by the Allied forces in the Second World War. VE Day marked the formal end of the war with Germany after 6 years of suffering, courage and endurance across the world. People ran out onto the streets, hanging bunting and banners and dancing. Church bells rang across the country to share the news, peace in Europe. Everyone brought out food to share at street parties. Tuesday, May the 8th, was to be a national day of celebration, Victory in Europe Day. The capital city, London, was the place to be on VE Day. Anyone who could reach the city did so. The centre of London was full of people wearing red, white and blue, waving flags, dancing and singing. Fireworks filled the sky with flashes of light. On VE Day, everyone, both in London and at home, sitting by their wireless sets, wanted to hear from just one man, Winston Churchill. At 3 p.m, the Prime Minister broadcast to the nation the war was over. Crowds gathered in Trafalgar Square and up the Mall. They were waiting for Winston Churchill and King George VI to make an appearance on the balcony of Buckingham Palace. Shortly after Churchill's speech, King George VI, Queen Elizabeth and the 2 princesses came out of the balcony at Buckingham Palace. Churchill told the crowds, "This is your victory!" It was the first of 8 appearances by the King and the Queen on VE Day. Now that we have learned so much about VE Day, I'm going to ask you a few questions for a quiz. Question 1. On what date was Victory in Europe Day? May the 7th, 1945, May the 8th, 2015, May the 8th, 1945, or May the 8th, 2005? I'll give you a moment to think about what your answer is going to be. If you need more time, just pause the video, but if not, let's find out the answer. The answer is May the 8th, 1945. Well done to anyone who got that answer correct, and let's move on to the next question. Question 2. Why did people wear red, white and blue? Was it because they are the colours of the German flag? That was all that they could find? That they look pretty, or they are the colours of the Union flag? Shout out what answer you think it was. And the answer is that they are the colours of the Union flag. That is the national flag of the United Kingdom, and this is what it looks like. Question 3. Who secretly celebrated out in the crowds on VE Day? Was it Princess Elizabeth and Princess Margaret? Was it Winston Churchill, King George VI, or Neville Chamberlain? The answer is Princess Elizabeth and Princess Margaret. Yes, they secretly went out and celebrated in the crowds with everyone else. And Princess Elizabeth is actually our current queen. Okay, the final question. Why did people ring church bells? Was it for practice, to spread the news and celebrate, because they are tuneful, or to tell the time? And the answer is to spread the news and celebrate. Well done if you joined in with the quiz, and I hope that video has taught you a little bit more about Victory in Europe Day. We really look forward to seeing your work that you've produced this week and the celebrations on Friday. Bye everyone!